Epic Games won its antitrust battle with Google, which is seen as good news for Epic Games. This victory disrupts the business model of the mobile app ecosystem.
Meta, formerly Facebook, has started testing a feature to show Threads posts on other networks, which could be seen as good news for Meta. Making Threads interoperable expands its reach and potential user base. Graysky, a third-party app for the Twitter X competitor Blue Sky, is launching a subscription service, which can be seen as good news for Graysky. This move aims to generate revenue and support the app's development.
Spotify reversed its decision to exit the Uruguayan market, which is positive news for Spotify. Assurances from the government on copyright law changes are the reason behind this reversal.
Instagram's status feature now allows users to post short video updates, which is good news for Instagram users. This new feature enhances the capabilities and options for users to share content.
1AI GT, everything you need to know about the AI-powered chatbot. Good news, AI ChatGPT, OpenAI's text-generating AI chatbot, has gained popularity and is being used for boosting productivity.
Why? The chatbot is praised for its ability to help with writing essays and code using short text prompts, making it a valuable tool for users.
2. OpenAI launches second Converge startup cohort. Good news, OpenAI is continuing its accelerator programs uninterrupted.
Pfizer, one of the largest biopharmaceutical companies, delivered disappointing full-year 2024 guidance that did not meet Wall Street's expectations. The company plans to cut costs by an additional $500 million, bringing the total cost-cutting effort to $4 billion.
Vertex Pharmaceuticals has announced some good news regarding their non-opioid painkiller candidate, VX548. In a Phase 2 study involving patients with diabetic peripheral neuropathy, the drug showed promising results. After 12 weeks of treatment, VX548 was able to decrease numerical pain rating scale scores by at least 2 points. This signifies a potential breakthrough in the development of non-opioid pain medications, offering hope for those suffering from chronic pain conditions.
FDA creates AdCom for genetic metabolic diseases and potential treatments. The FDA has created the Genetic Metabolic Diseases Advisory Committee in anticipation of an increase in regulatory filings for treatments of these complex diseases. This committee will offer guidance and advice on potential treatments for genetic metabolic diseases. Adidas and Vertex have recently made a notable deal involving a Cas9 license. This news is considered positive because it signifies progress in the field of gene editing and highlights the advancement of medical technology. The deal comes after the FDA's approval of Vertex's sickle cell treatment, which utilizes gene editing techniques. Additionally, Adidas had previously faced a legal battle over the rights to this technology. The $50 million upfront payment involved in the deal further demonstrates the significance and potential of gene editing in medical research and treatment development.
Kyowa Kirin has a good news because they are giving employees a voice in the company's future. The human resources team at Kyowa Kirin is actively involving employees in the management and decision-making process to support the company's growth in North America. This approach aims to prioritize employee input and create a nurturing culture that supports the expansion efforts.
Vertex CRISPR has good news because they received major FDA approvals for sickle cell treatment. This is a significant development in the field of medical research, as it opens new possibilities for treating this challenging condition. On the other hand, Bluebird Bio has received a black box warning and is facing price scrutiny, which is considered bad news. A black box warning is the strictest warning that the FDA can issue for a medication, indicating that it carries significant risks that should be carefully considered before use. Additionally, the scrutiny on pricing suggests that the cost of Bluebird Bio's treatment may be a concern for patients and the healthcare system.
EU lists hundreds of critical medicines in effort to prevent shortages. The European Union has recently released a list of hundreds of critical medicines in an effort to prevent shortages. These medicines will still be available for prescription, but they will be closely monitored by a regulatory network. This network will be responsible for implementing measures to prevent shortages and ensure the continuity of the supply chain. This development is aimed at ensuring that crucial medicines remain accessible to patients in the EU.
Biospace spoke with industry professionals who shared tips on how to make the most of your time in San Francisco if you are heading to the JPM conference. Musk era has a bad news. Biopharma companies are moving their ads away from X1213 2023. This change in advertising strategy started even before Musk's controversial actions. The companies are now finding alternative ways to allocate their advertisement budgets. South Africa has good news in the field of biopharmaceutical production. The country is experiencing growth in its domestic market and is moving towards greater local production in this sector. Partnerships with companies based in the U.S. and other countries have played a significant role in driving this growth. However, there are still obstacles that need to be overcome in order to fully realize the potential of the biopharmaceutical industry in South Africa.
Biotech and health, machine learning is set to speed up the detection of contamination in food factories. Good news. This development can help improve food safety by quickly and accurately detecting contamination in food factories, reducing the risk of illness. Strava, after a year-long search, Strava appoints YouTube exec Michael Martin as new CEO. Good news. Strava has finally found a new CEO, bringing in someone with experience in the tech industry who can potentially steer the company towards growth and innovation.
Seattle Biotech Hub pursuing DNA typewriter tech with $75 million from tech billionaires. Good news. The funding will support the research of DNA typewriters, which could revolutionize our understanding of biology, potentially leading to significant advancements in biotechnology. RepeatMD raised $50 million Series A round to serve the exploding med spa industry. Good news, RepeatMD's funding will enable them to meet the demand in the growing med spa industry, providing services aligned with consumer beauty trends. Pepper Bio, drug discovery startup, hopes to challenge Arum's law with new funding. Good news, Pepper Bio's funding round, led by VC firm NFX and with participation from Merck, shows confidence in their potential to disrupt the drug discovery process and potentially improve efficiency.
Clothing influencer shopping app LTK adds creator product reviews in its latest update. Good news for LTK, as it enhances the user experience by adding product reviews from creators, which increases trust and credibility in the app.
Lyft follows Uber's lead and removes its mask mandate. Bad news for Lyft, as the removal of the mask mandate raises concerns about the safety of riders and drivers during the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic.
Amazon expands its custom-fit clothing service Made for You with athletic tees. Good news for Amazon as it expands its successful custom clothing service, offering more options and catering to a wider range of consumers.
Walmart launches AI-powered virtual clothing try-on technology for online shoppers. Good news for Walmart as it adopts innovative technology to improve the online shopping experience, allowing customers to try on clothes virtually.
Pair Eyewear focuses on adult glasses as it takes in $60 million. Good news for Pair Eyewear as it receives a significant investment, indicating strong growth and potential in the direct-to-consumer eyewear market. Commerce Circuit City hopes to raise $25 million. This is good news for Commerce Circuit City as it indicates their efforts to make a comeback and potentially expand their business.
Automatic acquires Text.com for $50 million. This is good news for Automatic as it suggests their interest in investing in new technology and expanding their services.
Amazon launches book discovery service, Your Books. This is good news for Amazon as it shows their commitment to improving their book-related offerings and providing better recommendations for their customers.
European Union lawmakers reach a deal to bolster gig worker rights. This is good news for gig workers in Europe as it signifies progress in securing better rights and protections for them.
Copia Global appoints ex-Metaswitch CEO to its board and secures $20 million in funding. This is good news for Copia Global as it demonstrates their ability to attract experienced industry leaders and secure funding to support their growth.
Capital Account has a good news. Their product service is receiving backlash from voters in various Western countries due to the failure of governments to control immigration.
Fashion Off Script launches an app to create and buy I-designed fashion. Good news. The launch of the app indicates a new innovation in the fashion industry, utilizing AI to create and purchase fashion items.
The circular economy promises to remake retail. Why is it so hard to trust? Neutral news. The article discusses the challenges of trust in the circular economy, but does not specifically mention any company's actions.
Coach's knitwear supplier bets $1 million on Jelly Bean's fashion prediction tech. Good news. The supplier's investment in fashion prediction technology suggests confidence in its ability to enhance success in the fashion industry.
Peer-to-peer fashion rental marketplace. Pickle picks up $8 million. Good news. Pickle's successful seed round indicates investor confidence in the company's business model and potential for growth.
Boys Club co-founders want crypto skeptics to see it as a tool, not just a vehicle for finance or investments. Neutral news. The article discusses the founder's perspective on cryptocurrency, but does not provide specific information about the company's actions.
Bill Ackman has a bad news. His clash with Harvard over a stock gift reveals the messy world of big donations.
FinTech Hyperplane has good news as they are bringing AI to banks. This is positive because it will help banks predict customer behavior and improve their services. iFinance has good news as they have raised $37.18 million in funding. This is beneficial for the Indian startup as it will help them continue offering their digital lending platform to small firms. Comoon has good news as they offer digital banking services, including instant payments and check deposits to Latino immigrants. This is positive because it provides access to banking services for a specific demographic.
SumUp has good news as they have secured €285 million in growth funding. This is important for the fintech company to navigate the challenges in the industry.
Credit scoring firms face potential curbs after a data protection ruling in the EU. This is bad news for these companies, as they may face tighter regulations that could impact their operations.
1. Ole closes a $1.5 million funding round to deliver luxury fashion items in under an hour. Good news. This news is positive for Ole, as it indicates that they have successfully secured additional funding to expand their operations. It also highlights the value and potential of their on-demand fashion app in the luxury fashion market.
2. Seiki introduces a Web3 platform for luxury fashion. Good news. This news is positive for Seiki, as it suggests they have received backing from 776, indicating confidence in their concept. The introduction of a Web3 platform could potentially revolutionize the luxury fashion industry by integrating blockchain technology and creating a new space for fashion designers and consumers to connect.
3. Farfetch experiences a 42% increase in stock price on its first day of trading. Good news. This news is positive for Farfetch as it demonstrates strong investor interest and confidence in the luxury fashion marketplace. The significant increase in stock price indicates that the company is perceived favorably by the market and has a promising future. 4. Zalando launches Ameza, a luxury goods and fashion portal. Good news. This news is positive for Zalando as it shows their continued expansion and diversification within the luxury fashion industry. The introduction of Ameza suggests that Zalando is actively seeking to capture a higher-end market segment and cater to consumers interested in luxury goods.
Overall, the mentioned companies, Oli, Seiki, Farfetch, and Zalando, appear to have positive news with indications of growth, funding, and successful market performance.
How do we transfer H-1Bs? Can we transfer green cards too? No specific company mentioned. The article is a question about transferring H-1B visas and green cards.
OpenAI launches second Converge startup cohort. Good news for OpenAI. They're launching their second Converge startup cohort.
Here's where founders screw up their pitch decks most often. No specific company mentioned. The article discusses common problems founders face when raising early-stage funding.
Receive the gift of growth at TechCrunch Early Stage 2024. No specific company mentioned. The article promotes attending TechCrunch Early Stage 2024 for startup growth. Why Automatic spent $50 million on Text.com. Good news for Automatic. They explain the reasons behind their $50 million acquisition of Text.com.
Good news. Venture OpenAI launches second Converge startup cohort. OpenAI's accelerator programs are continuing uninterrupted, indicating the company's commitment to supporting and promoting startups in the AI space.
Good news. We fed a few thousand pitch decks to an AI, analyzed them all, and found the most common problems for founders raising early-stage funding. This article provides valuable insights for founders to improve their pitch decks and increase their chances of securing funding.
Bad news. Circuit City hopes to raise $25 million for a comeback. This suggests that Circuit City, once a formidable rival of Best Buy, is facing financial challenges and needs external funding to revive its business.
Good news. Choosing the right deep tech fund manager is crucial for investors and founders, indicating a focus on market opportunities with significant growth potential.
Good news. Zuper's platform provides automated workflows and collaboration for small businesses and enterprise customers, aiming to enhance their customer experience.
Immigration has a bad news. Governments in the US, UK, and Australia are facing backlash for their inability to control surging immigration.
Soccer Clubs has a bad news. John Textor, an American, acquired 4 soccer clubs in 4 countries in 2 years, resulting in one of the most expensive crash courses in sports.
Affordable housing has a bad news. In Los Angeles, it is taking 17 years to build 49 units due to numerous hurdles imposed by state laws. Hunter Biden has a good news. He defies a GOP subpoena and asserts that his father, President Biden, was not involved in his business affairs. Rifle shipment has a good news. The U.S. blocks the shipment of rifles to Israel out of concerns over potential violence by settlers in the West Bank.